Je suis Michael Ousu-Tebri, votre professeur de français. C'est-à-dire chargé pour Functional French 1 ou bien Introduction to French 1. La semaine dernière, nous avons discuté ou bien nous avons vu moi-même ou bien autoportrait. Aujourd'hui, nous allons discuter comment remplir une fiche d'identité. Comment remplir une fiche d'identité. Comment remplir une fiche d'identité. How to fill in a personal record form. With French, when you find yourself in any francophone environment or setting. So today we are going to go through, we are going to discuss, we are going to see how to fill in a personal record form in French. Okay. Allons en classe, vite. Merci. Nom de famille. If you are filling a form, don't forget, nom de famille. We saw it. That is first, surname, nom de famille. So you can write Tebri or bien Ousu Tebri. Come surname. You are filling a personal record form. What you did last week was in the prose form. Okay. Now you have a form where you must fill the form with the essential particulars. Okay. About yourself. Now we have nom de famille ou bien nom. That is where you should write your surname. So I'm using myself as an example. Some of the instances that you see may be true, may be rare about me. Some too may not be true. So let's continue. Prénom, Michael. Okay, that is my first name, which is true. So you should also know prénom if you are filling in the form where to write for first name. Date de naissance. Date de naissance is date of birth. Okay, and I wrote here le 18 août 1999. C'est vrai? Ce n'est pas vrai. That is not true. Le 18 août 1999, ce n'est pas vrai. Because maintenant I started teaching. I was teaching at Bonkatanga. So that's not true, just as I told you. But this week is true, it's my birthday. But 1998, ce n'est pas vrai. 1999, ce n'est pas vrai. So take note of that. Lieu de naissance, place of birth. Lieu de naissance means place of birth. État civil ou bien composition familiale. Composition familiale. État civil ou bien composition familiale. Marié à Cindy. 3 enfants. It means married to Cindy. How many children? 3 children. Marié. If you are a lady, then you have to add E to the marié. If you are saying you are married to maybe Michael or marié à, in French you have to add E to the marié. And if you are single, you say célibataire. Célibataire. You are single. Célibataire means you are single. You are not married. Okay, bachelor means that you are not married. And then if separated, séparé, séparé. Séparé is separated. Okay, if there is misunderstanding, maybe between you and your wife or some husband, and then your wife has gone to the parents and you are no longer together, then that is separation. So in France, so the séparé is not the same as divorcé. Divorcé, that is the official dissolution or cancellation of the marriage, where you are not together as couple, no longer together as couple. That is divorcé. So the difference between divorcé and séparé. Okay, séparé. Séparé is separated. Divorcé. Okay, divorced. That is different. Bien, on continue. Bon, adresse. And take note of the address in French. It's only 1D. In English, 2D that you have to use. Domicile. Upper Waja, that is where you live. Upper Waja, Accra. Numero de téléphone. My telephone numbers is here. Address électronique. That's electronic mail. Email address. Address électronique. That is email address. Then you should know what to do. Skype ID. The number is there. Origine. Ou bien ville natale. that is hometown, then you should know where to write. That is a region of origin, the region where you hail from of origin. That is origin, ou bien ville natale, ou bien région, ou bien territoire, ou bien province. You should know that. Okay, that bravo. District, okay, ou bien banlieue, that district. Nationalité, take note of that. Nationality in French. When you are filling in the form, whether you are a man or a woman, you write the feminine form of it. So that's why I have here Ghanaian instead of saying Ghanaian, without the NE. Whether you are a man or a woman, when you are filling in a form, you write the feminine form of it. So the agreement is done for the whole nationality, la nationality. Il faut faire un accord avec la nationalité. That's why you take note of. If you want to be sure of what I'm saying, if you get any francophone man or a woman, and you just get the ID card and you look at where we have nationality, you get to know that even the person is a man, it's a feminine form of nationality that will be written there. Bien. Emploi. Emploi means employment status, okay? Employé, employed. Sans emploi, that is unemployed, okay? Sans travail, that is unemployed. So, employé. En français, on dit DEA. 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 That is diplôme d'études approfondies, Master of Philosophy, Université du Ghana, Legon. Très bien. Et diplôme de bachelier. Diplôme de bachelier ou bien licencié ou bien licence S-lettres. That Bachelor of Arts. Okay. BA honors degree. That is the meaning. BA honors. Okay. That is a bachelor degree holder. Address à l'étranger, that foreign address or overseas address. Just as I told you, you might have traveled or you find yourself in a francophone country, and then if you see address electronic, where you are now, you are in a foreign land or overseas. The address over there, that's where you should write. That is address à l'étranger. Okay. A address au Ghana, like you are not in Ghana, so they expect you to know the home address or country address. That is address au Ghana. So, mon adresse au Ghana, c'est quoi? Université de technologie du Ghana, ou bien Université de technologie du Ghana, or Ghana Technology University College. You don't need to translate that, okay, to make a mistake. You can just say Ghana Technology University College, okay? That is a private Maybach 100 or bus, so and so, if you have the postal address in that order. And then religion. Votre religion, la religion, vous êtes chrétien, vous êtes musulman, vous êtes traditionnel, ainsi de suite. You are religious. So, moi, c'est christianisme. Christianism. The religion is Christianity. But many a times, you know, when you are filling a form, sometimes you say Christian, Muslim, and what have you. But here we are referring to the religion that you practice, that you confess or you profess, and not you as a person. You are a Christian, I'm a Christian, but my religion is for Christianity. Quoi? Bon, c'est ça. Et après, signature. La signature. That is signature. You have to sign after you have filling all that. Et on a aussi date. Il faut écrire la date d'aujourd'hui. Évaluation ou bien exercice. Okay. Non. You have to try and answer the following questions or fill this form. Nom ou bien nom de famille, prénom, nationalité, date de naissance, lieu de naissance, adresse, profession, profession du père, profession de la mère, état civil ou bien situation matrimoniale. État civil ou bien situation matrimoniale, moi marié. Si vous êtes marié, il faut écrire simplement marié. Si vous êtes célibataire, célibataire, ou bien non marié, ok, non marié, c'est ça, séparé. I was telling you, séparé, divorcé, non marié, et ainsi de suite. So when you see état civil, ou bien situation matrimoniale, that is marital status. Marital status. So you just have to write marié, séparé, séparé, séparé. cela veut dire separated, divorcé. Et il faut comprendre aussi ça. Et après, date, signature, and then date and signature, you sign. Nous avons une autre fiche d'entrée sur le territoire. Before you enter a country, just as you know, you fill in a form. Donc, on peut avoir nom de jeune fille. When you are filling in any form, you come across nom de jeune fille. It does not mean the name of the young lady or the girl. It simply means maiden name. Okay, if you are married, before you got married, you have your father's name or grandfather's name, what have you. That is le nom de jeune fille en français. Cela veut dire maiden name. Prénom, you know that. Okay, that is a given name or first name. Date de naissance, date of birth, lieu de naissance, okay, place of birth, nationalité, okay, profession, okay, et ainsi de suite. Et nous avons aéroport d'embarquement. Aéroport d'embarquement, en anglais, cela veut dire airport of what? Embarkation. Airport of embarkation, where you are going to travel from, where the flight to take off will leave. That is all. Aéroport d'embarquement. It looks like in English. In English, we say airport of embarkation. Ça, c'est en français, aéroport d'embarquement. C'est ça? Date, signature. Et on continue. C'est à la fin pour notre leçon pour aujourd'hui. Si vous avez des questions, des problèmes, des difficultés, vous pouvez me dire. Vous avez des questions? Sinon, merci bien et bonne journée.